Hello, thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've been wanting to talk about this for ages, and now that a friend finally got one, we can dive into his experience. Quick note before we begin, there's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's start with our first reviewer's experience.
This reviewer found that this gaming monitor really delivers on its promise of a smooth and immersive experience, especially for someone focused on performance. The first thing our reviewer noticed was the curved screen. It's not just a gimmick, it genuinely makes a difference in pulling you into the game world, and it feels easier on the eyes during long gaming sessions. The screen size is a great fit for a typical desk setup, providing a clear and detailed 1080p picture without being overwhelmingly large. Combined with the slim bezels, it has a very clean and modern look that fits right in. Where this display truly excels, according to this client, is in its raw speed. The high refresh rate is an absolute game changer for fast-paced shooters and racing titles. Gameplay feels incredibly fluid and responsive, with no noticeable motion blur or ghosting, thanks to the quick response time. This user felt it provided a real competitive edge, as tracking targets and reacting to in-game events felt much more immediate and precise. On the practical side, setting it up was a breeze, and the on-screen menu is simple enough to navigate for quick adjustments. Our reviewer appreciated having plenty of input ports, which makes it easy to connect both a PC and a console without constantly swapping cables. While the stand offers a good range of tilt, it is worth noting that this monitor doesn't have built-in speakers, so an external audio solution is necessary. For this user, the 1080p resolution was the right trade-off for achieving such high frame rates, though those seeking maximum visual detail might want a higher resolution panel. Overall, this client considers it a fantastic choice for any gamer who prioritizes speed and fluidity above all else.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer shares that even on the first day of use, this monitor has been great so far. Our reviewer was primarily looking for a dedicated screen for console gaming, wanting to move away from using a large TV that caused neck strain and made finding the right viewing distance a constant struggle. For someone who enjoys playing games casually with family, this monitor was the final piece needed to complete a comfortable gaming desk setup. It was chosen because it seemed to have all the necessary features, like the right inputs, without being overly fancy or falling into the too-good-to-be-true budget category. The visual performance really shines for its intended purpose. While it may not have the absolute clarity of a high-end 4K television, the quality is a massive leap from a handheld console, and more importantly, it delivers a smooth, responsive experience. Our reviewer experienced no lag or pixel issues during fast-paced gameplay. A particularly loved feature is the curved screen, which creates a comfortable and more immersive feeling. The matte finish on the screen is another significant plus, proving highly effective at cutting out glare from nearby windows and lights. The only minor critique was directed at the audio. The built-in speakers can sound a bit muffled, something this client suspects is due to their downward-facing placement. It's not considered a deal-breaker, however, as there is a handy 3.5mm jack to easily connect headphones or a separate speaker system. One thing to note is that an HDMI cable was not included, so that will need to be acquired separately. From unboxing to gaming, the whole setup process was self-explanatory and took only about 15 minutes. Overall, this reviewer is completely satisfied, stating they would 100% purchase this monitor again because it perfectly fulfills its role and has created a much more enjoyable gaming environment.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer wanted to share their experience with this curved gaming monitor. Overall, they're pretty impressed. The picture quality is solid with decent colors and a smooth feel, especially when running games at the advertised 240 Hz refresh rate. Even though it's only 1080p, our reviewer says you wouldn't notice, it doesn't look pixelated at all. The FreeSync tech really shines, keeping everything tear-free and smooth. For anyone chasing high refresh rates, this client thinks this monitor would be a great choice. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The one big issue is the ghosting, which becomes really noticeable when the refresh rate drops below about 120 Hz. This reviewer found it especially bad with darker color combinations, like black on blue or red on blue. They noticed it most while playing No Man's Sky, seeing distracting trails behind objects. They've spent months trying to find a solution, messing with color settings and overdrive, but nothing seems to make a difference. It only goes away when the game consistently runs above 120 FPS, ideally 144 FPS or higher. Apparently this kind of ghosting is just something you might have to accept with VA panel monitors. Our reviewer did find a potential workaround, though it might not work for every game. For DX1112 games, enabling frame generation, like AMD Fluid Motion Frames or NVIDIA DLSS frame generation, can boost the frame rate on the monitor, making it look smoother and reducing the ghosting. Unfortunately, No Man's Sky uses Vulkan, so that fix doesn't work in this particular case.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.